Hi guys, so I just got back from my trip and my husband goes to work the next day. So the first thing that I like to do is go straight to my freezer because I am not going to go to Walmart or any store for that matter because I'm just way too tired after the traveling. It was a 9-hour drive. So I just went ahead and grabbed a packet of frozen chicken thighs. Since I am boiling them up from frozen, I make sure that they are completely covered with water, and I am just going to add a bunch of different seasonings and spices that I have in my cabinet. I really like to add bay leaves, garlic, salt. I'm using onion powder because I cannot be bothered to cut up a real one. I do have some in my pantry, but I just don't want to do it right now. Like I said, I'm just really tired from the trip. And also some coriander seeds and peppercorns. After about 45 minutes on high, I checked the internal temperature of the chicken thighs, and I ensured that the temperature closest to the bone was higher than 165 to ensure that it was properly cooked. So after that, I just turned off the heat and removed the chicken parts so that I could strain this broth and also shred up the chicken. I'm making some rice to go along with the food. I heated up some butter and I'm going to fry up my rice in it a little bit before I add the water to it. My ratio is 1 to 2, so 1 cup of rice per 2 cups of water or broth, and I am just going to use it as is from the pan that I cooked the chicken in. While the rice was cooking, I shredded up the chicken and I went ahead and added to taste maybe about half of this barbecue sauce to the chicken, and I also seasoned it with a little bit of salt. So as I was adding barbecue sauce to it, I kept tasting it and I didn't even use half of the bottle. It was maybe about a quarter of the bottle. For the vegetable portion of this meal, I once again headed straight to my freezer. I will use up some baggies of these green beans for this meal prep. And this is one of the reasons I love my freezer. I can make a quick meal prep from items I already have in my house. And for my birthday, I got this new wide angle lens for my camera. So here is the before and after. I really think it made a difference and I really like it. So shout out to my mother-in-law, Mia. Thank you so much. Hi guys, so I wanted to show you this haul I got at Sam's Club. My mother actually added me to her Plus membership. We actually don't live together. She lives in another city and I'm really far away from her. And I asked her to just try and get me a gift card. So I didn't really think it would work, but she ended up adding me to her membership, and now I'm able to use a card over here where I'm at, and I didn't have to pay anything. That's the only reason I'm able to use it. I, on my own accord, did not want to spend about $55 for a year membership because I just didn't think it was worth it. But since she offered and she added me to her membership, I went ahead and accepted. And now I was able to go and pick up some groceries. So I wanted to show you the things that I got. I got the bath tissue, the paper towels, and the reason I'm showing this is because I did a little bit of research before I went out. A thing that I like to do when I am preparing to go and get groceries is that I check the price per unit. Went ahead and checked on some household items that I am running low on. For example, bath tissue and the paper towels, softener, those kinds of things. So I did a little comparison check on my local Walmart to see if it was actually cheaper to go to Sam's Club. And it turns out that it is. So for toilet paper, I bought the 45 large rolls, and that only came out to $22 with 98 cents. And I checked at Walmart and they had 24 rolls for $20.98. So that's nearly double for the exact same price. That was also the case for the paper towels. Well, it wasn't exactly the same case because at Walmart it's 12 rolls for $18.58. So just by a little bit less is it cheaper to buy it at Sam's. So that is what I wanted to show you with that. I feel like these two items are worth it to get it at Sam's. Now the walnuts I thought were one of the best buys because I think that walnuts are a great addition to your diet because they have a lot of nutrients, a lot of healthy fats, trying to incorporate them in many ways, like topping them in your salads, maybe in your smoothies if you don't like the taste or the texture of them. So the walnuts at Walmart per ounce are 0.38 cents. And at Sam's Club per ounce, they are 0.19 cents. So that means that walnuts are double the price per ounce at Walmart. Also the reason I got walnuts is because they're one of the cheapest nuts that you can find. They're a lot cheaper than pecans, a lot cheaper than almonds. That is why this is my choice in nuts if I want to have some nuts added to anything. I think this is also a great buy when you buy it in bulk like that in Sam's Club. Also for detergent, I know this is more of a food vlog, but I want to show you little tips and tricks that I use to be just a little bit frugal where I can be. I know it might not make too much sense to you if you're like, well, you're just saving on cents at this point. What does it really matter? I think it does, and I'll tell you why in a little bit. So that softener that you guys saw, that is a lot cheaper at Sam's than at Walmart. So I got that softener for $11.48 for 304 ounces. So Walmart sells their biggest softener container, which is 125 ounces, for $6.77. And the price per unit is 0.05. So if I were to try to even just get 2 of those at Walmart, it would come out to $13. And here at Sam's Club, I was able to get 1 of these for 304 ounces for only $11.48. So that's like $2 savings. And also this sausage. I really like to have this sausage on hand, especially in the freezer, because I love to add it to like sheet pans. I love to add it to maybe a pasta. That the flavor is really good. First and foremost, I like how it tastes. So that's the reason why. It's high in sodium, it's high in saturated fat, but you know, I don't eat it often. I'm a big believer of being able to incorporate the foods that you like and enjoy. And I personally really like smoked sausage. I like how it tastes. I like saltiness. I don't go crazy with it. Every now and then I'll have it. I think it's a really great thing to have in your freezer if you're like on a time crunch and trying to pull up something quick. Like in that other video I showed you guys last week where I made a sheet pan meal prep. I was able to get each of these for $5.98 for the 42 ounce. And if I had bought it at Walmart, it would have been a whole lot more expensive. Walmart doesn't even have the 42 ounce one. They only carry the 39 ounce, and that one is $8.84. So that's about maybe $2 to $3 in savings. That's why I grabbed 2, because they were also on a discount at Sam's Club. I saw the discounted price on it and I grabbed them, and these are going straight to the freezer. And now this was a splurge. I have been wanting a large non-stick fry pan for quite some time now. This pan, I love the fact that I can put it in the oven. That is one of the big reasons why I got it. Also because it's a 14-inch. Like you guys know, this is a meal prep vlog sort of style channel where I try to cook things ahead of time, try to, you know, think ahead and cook ahead. So sometimes that requires using cookware that's bigger so that it can accommodate like larger meat portions, since I'm dividing it up into the days and then maybe even possibly freezing it. Sometimes I do a double batch. So for me, it's essential that I have a larger pan. The one that I have right now is getting pretty old. I've had it for maybe 2 to 3 years and things starting to get stuck on it, and it's not very good material. I got it at a Big Lots a couple of years ago. I will let you guys know if there's a cheaper version out there, but when I don't think so, because it's a 14-inch and it was only $31. And from what I have seen on Amazon, or you know, just going to Walmart or any other store that sells cookware, they're pretty expensive. So I was really surprised to see that they had a 14-inch, because you don't typically see that size. I mean, it's obviously Sam's Club, so you know, they'll have bigger things there. So I'm just really happy I saw that, because it was a little splurge. I bought it for this channel so that it could make my cooking a little bit easier. So for dinner, I also went straight to my freezer and I went ahead and grabbed this prepared freezer meal that I had made a while back. So it's enchiladas verdes. So I'm taking this out and I'm going to defrost it overnight and put it in the oven. After it has defrosted overnight, I set the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Since everything is already cooked in the tray, I am just going to heat this through, so I'll be checking periodically to ensure that it reaches 165. I cooked some rice, which is very easy to make. It only takes about 17 minutes total, and I went ahead and opened one of these refried can of beans that I got on clearance the other day. And dinner was served in about 45 minutes. I topped these off with some crema. If you want to see more freezer meal prepping and/or ideas for general meal prepping, please consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you guys next week.